Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to Minutes of Audio. Today we're going to be going over the Super Bowl halftime show. If you like what we have to say, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So, what did you think about the halftime show, Carl?
I'm kind of mixed on it, to be honest. I feel like there's definitely some standout moments on it. By the way, we literally just watched it just now, so yeah, everything's gonna be fresh
It
in our mind.
ended 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, so this is like very much a first reaction, fresh reaction. Um, there was definitely some standout moments. Just a few off the top of my head, like 50 Cent sort of being introduced like on top of the ceiling. I thought that was pretty cool. Um, Kendrick
I thought
Lamar,
he was going to hit his head on the way down.
yeah, people were making fun of him saying it's not 50 Cent, it's a whole dollar because he got paid. um, that part I thought was cool. Um, I thought Kendrick's introduction was pretty amazing. Um,
The entire Kendrick part was the biggest standout.
yeah, he killed it. It took him 4 years. That's what he came up with 4 years, but it was worth it. Um,
And the cinematography for that part, too, was like really good for some reason. It was like
mhm.
the rest of it was shot kind of poorly.
Yeah.
But
Okay, here's what I'm wondering because I don't know this. Was that like the thing that we're walking on, the map? Was that Compton? Because I'm thinking that's Compton, right?
it has to be. I
Right.
don't know what else it would be. Because they're all from Compton besides Eminem and 50 Cent.
Yeah, I think it is Compton because I was like that has to be right, but
Did you notice Anderson Paak on the drums?
I was gonna say was that him? Was that him?
Yeah, it was him. I'm like 95% sure that was him.
Dude, no one even mentioned it. Like, I didn't even know that was happening.
I saw the drums and then I saw him.
I mean, that's really cool if it is him. Again, I didn't see anything about it. At least like anyone officially saying it was him, but it did look a lot like him. What? Okay, here's a question. What did you think about like everything before the Kendrick part?
Uh, I liked it
Mm-hmm.
for the most part. I liked the intro with Dre and Snoop Dogg. 50 Cent's part dragged on.
Yeah.
And the other Mary J, I think her name is,
Mm-hmm.
her part also dragged on. But they got what they deserved. They all deserved to have their own moment.
Yeah. I think that was a cool part too. That they all did get their own special moment. But I don't know. I feel like it was okay up until the Kendrick part. Like even like maybe a little bit below average for what you'd expect from the Super Bowl. Um, just because like I don't know. I feel like it really picked up the Kendrick part and then everything after that.
You know what part I thought was kind of under undervalued, not really that good? The
What?
Eminem part.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't really like his part.
How come?
I don't know. It just wasn't that great. I enjoyed Mary J's part more than him, and I like that Eminem song.
Yeah. Well, it's a great,
I just think
especially for the Super Bowl. That's like the perfect song you could have from him.
it just didn't. I don't know. It's just the way he raps it now. He just doesn't sound like he's into it.
I, I think the only problem I had with that, well, I had a few problems with it mainly. Well, one of the big ones. I think that should have been the closer. Cause that's
Mm,
the hype song. There isn't a more
yeah,
hype
but
song than Lose Yourself. That should have been the closer.
it was Dr. Dre's Super Bowl, so ending it off with that song, the song they chose, was perfect, in my opinion.
I know, but dude,
Honestly, they should have. Eminem and Kendrick should honestly get their own halftime shows.
well, that's the thing. Any one of these people probably. Well, I don't know about like
Not
50
50 Cent.
Cent and the other person, but most of them could have had their own halftime shows. So it was probably hard to fit all of them in. To be honest, I probably would have been fine if they cut out 50 Cent and if they cut out what was her name again? Mary.
Mary J.
Yeah. I think it probably would have been a bit better if that was the case. But yeah, I think the biggest problem with Eminem's part with Lose Yourself is that it
felt lifeless.
yeah, I think the instrumental wasn't as powerful as it needed to be. I feel like I don't know, the technical work is what held him back. 'Cause I don't know if the rapping wise he did that bad. I think he had emotion in it. I think.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like he just doesn't sound like how he used to.
I mean that is true. What do you think about them opening up with like I forget what song it is, but like something the lips and remember?
I thought that was a good choice to open it with. It was
Really?
a good intro. Wasn't it one of Dre's and Snoop's earlier songs?
No.
Earlier songs?
No. The one they opened up with Eminem with.
Oh! I thought you were talking about the show.
No. I think that was like what they opened up the show with was good, but like the thing that they opened with Eminem before Lose Yourself.
What did they do that? What did they do with that?
Dude, I forget the song, but it's something like, and they keep flapping their lips and something. Man.
I think that's from Forgot About Dre. It's a Dre song with Eminem on it.
Oh, that's what this.
Yeah.
Doesn't
that
it,
wasn't made for this.
Well, I didn't think it was made for because I remember hearing it before. It just kind of, I don't know, like as an introduction to Eminem, like you have that. I don't know. I felt weird. I think like if he like rose or when they opened up the thing and he like appeared, if you started having the guitar in the background for Lose Yourself, I think that would have been a lot more impactful.
Yeah. One part of the show that I had beef with was how they only played the beginning of Mad City.
Right?
Like, that pissed me. I was waiting for him to drop some bars, and then he just switched to Alright, and like 50% of it was censored.
I feel like Mad City would have been so lit for that type of I'm glad he did Alright too, but man, Mad City just goes hard as shit, dude.
And I'm also shocked that they didn't have Humble. Like, that song is his biggest song. Period.
It's his biggest, but
It's not his best.
yeah, it's not his best, and I feel like at least for the Super Bowl, like in terms of iconic songs, I think Alright and Mad City would probably be a little bit more appropriate.
They should have played For Free in order.
This dick ain't. Oh, well, actually, they'd have to censor it all, so. Yikes. Do you think the censoring hurt the show at all?
Yeah. I mean, it's inevitable for it to hurt it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Alright didn't really hit the same when he's not saying the N-word.
I mean, as bad as it sounds, you're not wrong.
Hey.
To touch on something you mentioned earlier, the cinematography, I feel like, was really... that and also the set that they performed on, I felt like it was really underwhelming. Right?
I don't know. I was into it the entire time. I thought almost all the songs fit appropriate besides the Mary J songs.
Yeah.
But I think they could have probably fit in a few better songs. And they could have probably gave Eminem an extra minute.
Well, no, I mean like...
Overall, I thought it was pretty good.
No, I mean like the actual like set that they were performing on.
Oh. Wait. The set they had was interesting. It was just a bunch of white houses, right?
Yeah. Any thoughts on that?
That's all I have to say about it.
I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe this is unfair because the Weeknd one was abnormally really good, but I always think back to that one and I'm like, damn. Or not always, but like with this, I'm thinking back to that one. I feel like that one kind of blows this one out of the water on almost all chords. So I don't know, maybe I'm setting the expectations too high, but it just didn't feel, I don't know.
I thought it was good for what it was and for how many people they were trying to fit in it.
Yeah.
Also, I think they did play it kind of safe, just because it was the first time there was a hip hop artist playing the halftime show.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Ever. The closest thing we got was R&B.
That's kind of crazy. I would have I could have, I don't know. I would have assumed that something like Outkast or Jay-Z or someone would have done one. It's kind of crazy.
That's what it said in the halftime report, at least.
Damn. I mean, so yeah, they probably were trying to play it safe, but I don't know. I think at the very least it was average, I'd say. I don't think it was like anything out of this world. What do you think about, like, in terms of its overall quality as a Super Bowl halftime show?
From the ones I've seen, at least, the only other ones that I've liked as much as this one would be The Weeknd and the Paul McCartney one. I feel like most of the other ones were kind of just not my favorite band playing.
Yeah.
I just wasn't usually a fan. So, I don't know. I liked it overall. I didn't think it was awful.
Oh, no, it wasn't. There's no way you can say it was awful.
So what would you rate it out of... Actually, what was your top 3 songs?
My top 3 songs? Alright.
I'm kidding.
No, we're doing this. We're doing this.
Okay.
Number 3 is the shoot, what's the song? The last song they ended off. How am I forgetting this? Okay, yeah. So number 3 is Still Dre. Number 2 would be Lose Yourself. Just Lose Yourself. Come on. And number 1 would be Kendrick's part. I'm throwing like Good Kid. Man, the Good Kid, Mad City basically counts as alright in this version. I mean, come on, man.
It's 2 separate songs.
God damn it. Alright, fine. Alright then.
Alright. Okay, so I only said that because he has 2 of my 3 favorite on there, because I didn't like much of the other songs.
Wait, how are you gonna say it's a great... How is it a great halftime tune? I didn't really like any of the songs.
I didn't like the Mary J part. The 50 Cent part was good, but like I wouldn't listen to it in my free time. All the Dre songs were good, except I couldn't identify like 2 of them. And the Eminem part, I just didn't really enjoy the Eminem part of the concert. So it would be Still Dre, Alright, and then Mad City. Mad City, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess for our ratings, if we're doing that, again, this is for the Super Bowl, right? So this is like this type rating. I give it a 6 out of 10.
A 6 out of 10. So wait, just so I have context, what would you give the Weeknd one?
Probably a 9.
So, like, what would you give a 7 then? Which one do you have any in mind or not?
I don't have any in mind. Because I haven't really like rewatched any in forever. But yeah.
I would give it a 7.2.
A 7.2.
So a 7.25, I should say.
Okay, there we go. I was gonna say. So I guess that's it. Again, if you like what you heard, like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell. We should be having a video out, I mean, literally tomorrow.
12 hours.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that, and see ya.
Fuck you.